let's see what you have to say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Brandon is certainly out there. I love it. I love that. Okay. Yeah, you need to watch the Dixon, I thought we watched it as a family. Yeah, actually, Riza, I do want to know who Hornsby's talking to. Truly. Like, are they talking to somebody that we know? Or is this somebody new? Is it Rick? Oh my God.
Who could it be? Who could it be? Or could it be all these new friends that we're reaching on all the other platforms like Facebook and YouTube?
Yes.
What is
Hey,
that,
friends.
What's up?
What's going
everybody.
on? Nice to meet y'all. What's happening? We're here on Twitch, so you should come hang out with us over here as well.
Yes. Please do. This is FearHQ, your home for all things spooky and scary 365 days a year. We stream like 5 days a week. We talk horror, sci-fi, fantasy, movies, TV, games, comics. And today we are previewing season 11C of The Walking Dead. What our predictions are. Can you believe?
We're here. What our predictions are. Sorry, I did not mean to interrupt you.
That's it. Keep going. Take it away.
No, what our predictions are, we're talking theories. We're going to be talking all of the deep cuts that we have, the characters we're afraid to lose, and it's all sponsored by Canva, who has a really awesome Walking Dead collaboration going on right now that you can check out at canva.me/TWD, which is, of course, a great rhyme and easy to remember.
That's awesome. I really am enjoying all the different platforms they let you post to. Really simple, actually. And you might find some goodies in there. Like, some of these things are animated. And if you know me, I love things that are shiny and move. So it'll make any little project that you make just fun, especially to stare at. Yeah, look at that. Look, we're got moving walkers.
Yeah.
You want your walkers to move? Boom. There you go. And the
I always
fonts
want my walkers to.
Right? Yeah. Yeah, totally. I want them to move towards me and, and just make me one of them. Let's all become one. But they have so many stickers that you can use. You can scale them to any size, make up your own scene, truly make it your own. I had some fun with it. I hope y'all had fun with y'all's stickers and whatnot.
I had fun. I had a lot of fun with mine.
Oh, nice. Yeah. This was cool. Also, you know what? I like that you can customize a lot of these graphics and a lot of these stickers. So for instance, as you will see in mine, like I wanted to overlay text. And so I was able to make the back, like the sticker, the opaqueness lighter. So that was fun because it could be like in the background, kind of floating. So there's a lot of customization that you can do with the Canva materials as well, which I really liked.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, also, something that I stumbled upon that you'll see in mine is you can, when you put your own images into the filter, you can also select to like change the tone to make it like various sort of Walking Dead style. I did that on, see, like you're just doing it now.
Cool.
It's a very, I love that they... Yeah, they took the color palette, which made it so much easier for me because me having to like match colors to make things work, it's not my strength. So thank you for making that. That is so neat. Oh my gosh, look at all this stuff. It makes it easy. That's really what I appreciated. I need things to be done for me. So thank you, Canva. Thank you so much.
Easy is good. Easy is good. Easy is appreciated, I will say, for not tech savvy people like myself.
Peg, that is a great question. I mean, I was able to make a presentation out of it. So if you're savvy enough, maybe you can use those assets and try it out. But you'll have to check out for like permissions and whatnot. So yeah, I mean, if you're posting it on socials, then maybe. But yeah.
Yeah.
Just make sure to just cover your butt before you start using it everywhere. But yeah.
Well, we've teased our little presentation. Shall we show the people what we have?
Yes.
Let's show the people what we have.
Show, don't tell.
Show me what
Show,
you've got.
don't tell.
Wow,
All right.
Look at Clark's brilliant.
Welcome to my presentation, everyone.
Oh,
As you all know, I love Judith Grimes and you know, Carl was my namesake. Judith Grimes is my favorite character currently on the show. So I had to throw in the hat. I mean, when we got into it, right? And
I love that.
Since y'all know, for those of you who have been with us for a while, I'm really good at predictions. I'm like really
so
good
good
at that.
Truly.
So you know, it's not a contest, but like if we were keeping track, I would be winning. So anyway,
I love it.
Okay, so I'll kick things off with my predictions, and I went big first. I just like right out of the gate, I came out swinging.
I'm scared.
So yeah, well, you know. All right, so Joe, whenever you are ready, you can give me the next slide. Prediction number 1. Andrew Lincoln as Rick Grimes will appear in the series finale, which was totally what my prediction has always been, if you recall. So I've been saying this since the beginning. I have been saying that Rick Grimes was going to show up. He was gonna be around. And with the revelation that happened at Comic-Con this weekend, so I saw some people in the chat talking about the Rick Grimes movies. Is this the end of the Rick Grimes movies? And we have confirmed that the Rick Grimes movies have evolved, much like our walkers, into a limited season, a limited series featuring Rick Grimes and Michonne. I'm so excited about this. And with this news, I will predict, I'm going to argue that it just confirms what my prediction has always been, which is that we're going to get a little scene with him at the end of the series.
Absolutely.
Oh. So wait. So is your me doing my thing?
You caught up.
Is your prediction that you're saying that like The Walking Dead is going to end, and then there's like an end credits scene with Rick Grimes? Not that he's like in the episode, but like that he comes. Ooh.
I think that now that it is out there that Andrew's back, Denai is back, we're doing a series. We're doing a total limited series. I have to, and if I may, our beloved Andrew Lincoln did stop by the set of The Walking Dead in Atlanta in March of this year. Now, for me, I was like, oh, well, they're friends. They're all friends. And of course, like, he's coming back. He's got to come back. He's going to say hello to everybody. But now that this news is out there, I think we're going to actually see him. I think we're going to actually see him.
Wait. Yes. And now I have to ask, what do you think the scene's going to be?
So... Well, okay. Well, if we want to get into it, and I want to know what y'all think too. Let's get into it. Chat, you let us know what you think. And also, Chelsea and Dylan, I'm really curious. So it's come up already. Most fans have asked this question. How the heck is Daryl getting to France? How the heck is that happening? So with that in mind, I don't have specifics, but I envision Daryl getting pulled in one direction and Rick emerging from another direction. So like basically they're like passing ships, you know, like if Daryl's getting lifted up in a helicopter or whatever, then Rick is like running on the ground. Like they're gonna see each other and they're gonna know that the other is still alive, or are they gonna think they're crazy? Who knows? But that's what I envision. I envision it just being quick and in passing, but I envision it involving Daryl.
I agree. I could see that for sure, because it's always been like Daryl was the one that spent like months in the woods because he was so guilt-ridden about Rick. So who else would be so conflicted other than Daryl? I agree.
I'm gonna say that here I have two thoughts for what the scene could be.
Okay.
This is not in my presentation, but I do agree that this is totally gonna happen. I think that the two possibilities in my brain are, one is we see the same horde that Michonne saw, that or the same like group, but we see it from another angle, and we start with them, and we back up, and we back up into like the back of Andrew Lincoln's head, and then he like does a little like turn, and we get his profile in camera, and that's it. Or like this is maybe like my slightly like campier version, but we see like a like another sort of like sandwich lady from World Beyond character.
Love it.
Sandwich lady.
We
Love
see her
it.
with the got it. It's not a Walking Dead stream if I don't bring her up. And we see her walking with a clipboard, right? And she's like walking, and she's checking on all of these patients. And she goes through like one room where they're doing tests on somebody, and they're there. She goes to another room, they're there. She goes to another room, the room is empty. And she like gets on a walkie-talkie, and she's like, "We've got a problem," or something like that. And then it cuts to just Andrew Lincoln, Rick Grimes, just like walking out of this facility. And that's like where we I can't imagine that if it's going to be a Michonne and Rick series, I can't imagine that we're going to stay at the CRM if he even got there for very long at all.
Yeah, agreed. I don't foresee Rick and Michonne spending a ton of time in the CRM.
No.
Nope.
So, all right. And chat, tell me, what do you think? Do you think that Rick Grimes is going to show up in person? All right, I'll come clean because the ghost of Sylviana is correcting me in chat. This isn't, for those of you who are new here, my prediction is kind of a joke because I actually swore up and down that the best we were going to get was like an audio, like Andrew Lincoln's voice, like radioing in, but we would not see him. I was convinced. But now that we have different information, that is why I'm guessing that maybe he will visually show up. Okay, so while chat weighs in, we can go to my next prediction.
Okay, Sam. That's bold. I like that.
Prediction number 2. Connie will end up with Daryl and join him in the French set spinoff.
Yes.
Okay, so
listen,
I have to be honest with you. This is kind of just what I hope happens. I don't know if this
It's a
is
great prediction. It's wonderful.
It's very much wishful thinking. And I will say that at the Comic-Con panel, I almost called him Daryl. Norman Reedus did say that Connie and Daryl's story is not done. And for those of you who have been with this channel for almost 2 years now, you know that I have been Team Daryl / Connie. I don't know, Donnie, Team Donnie.
Donnie.
I just have to point out, there's a Connie Dixon like stan in the chat. Like that's their whole name. I love it.
Oh, there, I see it. Yeah.
That is, and they just typed, "That is all I want."
That is all I want.
Well,
right.
And here's the other piece, and like y'all tell me what you think, but we knew as fans, we knew that the original Daryl Goes to France, it's kind of like Ernest Goes to Camp. Daryl Goes to France show it was originally a Daryl Carol team up, on the road show. And now we know that Melissa McBride is not going to be a part of that series, but is likely going to be in the universe somewhere else. That said, I think that it would be there's a space to fill. In theory, we could give Daryl a whole new crew. But if we look at the trajectory of like the already announced new shows, it's Maggie and Negan. It's a pair. It's Rick and Michonne. Yes. It's a pair. And so far, it's just Daryl Goes to France. So I'm also kind of hypothesizing that if you can't announce everybody who's going to be on all the things, because then it's like, well, guess what? Like, then we know there are no stakes for us as viewers.
Who's not dying, yeah.
Yes.
Exactly.
So this is another reason why I'm hopeful that maybe Lauren Ridloff would join this series and would be there with Daryl and we get more. But that's my thoughts. What do y'all think?
I can totally see that. I also think that I'm not sure. I don't believe that the seasons are going to be terribly long, right? I mean, I'm gonna get into like a little TV theory now, but there's like a new type of show that's happening. We see it with Marvel all the time, where there are shows that are just like 6 to 8 episodes now.
Yes.
It's like this new selling model for a variety of reasons. But I think what that is allowing is for actors like Lauren Ridloff, who we know is in the MCU because she was in Eternals, and not only is she like a small part, she's like pretty major component, and we know there's going to be another Eternals movie. But it allows, like originally we would think like, oh, Denai's in Black Panther, you know, no way she's doing TV. And that's no longer the thing, which really makes it hard to predict who's going to be in what. But I think you're absolutely right. Like, I don't think that we've seen the last of the World Beyond kids. Mm-hmm. I think one of them's popping up in a spin-off. I think when Fear the Walking Dead ends, I think some of those people will pop up in it. Like Althea, like she's gone.
Yeah.
Like she could easily pop up somewhere, even if just for an episode. Like I think these characters, you know, the rule of television, if you didn't see it, it didn't happen. I do think that a lot of these characters that are going to survive to the end of the season can make their way into other shows, unless their arc is just like perfectly balanced. So I think Connie is like a number one on that list. Obviously we know that like Herschel Jr. is gonna wind up on Isle of the Dead. I feel like I can't imagine that character dying.
For sure.
That would be so crazy.
I want to interject there. Oh, is there here? Finish up because I want to follow up that point.
No,
later.
I'm done.
No, yeah. So like I'm exactly what you were saying with Isle of the Dead. Like you can't imagine, you know, Maggie without Herschel Jr. So when I hear Connie going with Daryl, then I think Kelly.
Absolutely.
So Kelly's coming too. So like, how do we where's the balance with that? Like, how is Connie convincing Kelly to go with Daryl to, you know, go to
Dylan's
France?
Making a face, and I think I know what he's getting at.
I don't think she's gonna make it.
You think my girl Kelly's dying, bro?
Kelly might not make it.
So then Kelly, if Kelly dies, that's true. If Kelly dies and it's Connie and Daryl and like right now, while I do think Connie and Daryl definitely have chemistry, I don't know if it's strong enough to keep Connie with Daryl. You know what I mean? Like something big has to happen in part C for me to see Connie going with Daryl to France. It's there, but it's not tight enough for me yet, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I'll tell you the thing that'll make her go to France.
What's
losing your sister?
Yeah,
that'll make you go to France. I don't know. Like if I lost my sister,
I really can't say, but
I don't know. I'm a little more skeptical on that, but you know, we'll see.
Fair enough. All right, let's go to we can go to the third prediction. Prediction number 3, Maggie will kill Pamela Milton.
Ooh.
So, here's the thing. First of all, I've kept my comic book spoilers to a minimum because from everything that I could tell, it seemed like we were maybe going in one direction and maybe Maggie was getting a certain arc. But now that we know that Maggie is going to be in a new show, I think that Maggie, it's safe to say, is going to make it unless she's a ghost, right?
I like what Ethan said there. Maggie kills Pamela, Carol kills Lance. That's a great parallel.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. But
right.
Sorry to interrupt. Keep going.
Yes. No, but that's kind of it. And the other thing that I think is that they've set up, so Pamela is frustrated and Lance are frustrated with Maggie because she would not give them Hilltop. She did not want to play ball with them.
Yeah.
And Pamela tried to engage Maggie as like, you're a strong woman, I'm a strong woman. You know, you're a leader, I'm a leader. And so when Maggie did not ultimately give Pamela what she wanted, I think that put a big target on Maggie's back, as you know, from the top down, which is Pamela down. So that said, We know Maggie's making it out. So I think that we are going to have a strong lady v strong lady, fight. And ultimately, and also as I mentioned, we've been doing a lot of James Cameron movies on Wolf's Call lately. And so I've basically just got Ripley versus the Queen, the alien queen, like battling it out, like the two ultimate like women fighters of all time. So that's what's in my head right now. But I think that I think that matchup really makes sense. Pamela and Maggie as adversaries really makes sense. So what do y'all think?
This is the one prediction you've made that I am not sure of.
Okay.
And I'll tell you why.
Great.
I think for me, what I'm imagining Pamela Milton's track to be is that she loses. She's gonna lose a lot and realize that she's a bad leader. She has snobby, stupid son. She's let Lance Hornsby get way ahead of herself. That I can see Pamela Milton dying, but I think that like similar to when Maggie went to kill Negan and then she decided not to because she saw how pathetic he was in like one of her final episodes before she left. I think a sort of similar thing could play out here with Pamela Milton, where we see her abdicate and we see her just sort of like wither away and become nothing. This is mostly because and we'll get to this when I do my PowerPoint, I think her son's gonna die. I would be shocked if her son lived at the end. So I feel like once she loses everything, like her dying, if she does die, wouldn't be as a big enough moment to warrant Maggie killing her. Do you know what I mean? That's the only place where. So I feel like one of us will absolutely be right though. Like I feel like either Maggie will kill her and it'll be a big moment, or Pamela will unravel and die or not, but it'll deliberately not be a big death.
I feel that.
Yeah, well, Mercer is coming for that little brat. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
But we'll get into it.
Or they'd be best friends and have their own spinoff. But speaking of spinoffs, everybody who's on our all of our other friends not on Twitch, join us because we're about to say goodbye. We enjoyed watching with you, and if you really did enjoy it, just join us on twitch.tv/FearHQ so you can hear more and talk more about your theories. So yeah, the party does not stop here. I hope to see you soon.
That's right. Also, I've got one more prediction. It's my biggest prediction yet, and y'all haven't even gone yet. So everybody who is watching us needs to hop on over to Twitch.
Come on.
Yes.
Great.
Oh yeah. And I agree with you on this one for sure. Clark, yep. I feel like Maggie, oh my God. Maggie killing Pamela, right? What a name. That works. But I also like the idea of Pamela getting her justice. I mean, getting her due from the people as well. There have been so many parallels of her, like, living the high life and being really selective and treating people bad. So it'd be cool if, like, if the Commonwealth